The weight of understanding morning sun filtered through the tall windows of Marcus Chen's office, casting long shadows across his mahogany desk. He sat motionless, fingers pressed against his temples, breathing slowly as the familiar weight of frustration settled in his chest. The quarterly report scattered before him told a story he'd heard too many times before: missed deadlines, careless mistakes, and what felt like a complete lack of accountability from his team. Marcus had built his consulting firm from nothing over 15 years. Every client won, every successful project delivered, had been earned through careful planning and meticulous attention to detail. Yet here he was again, cleaning up after others who seemed to treat their work as an afterthought. The anger that had become his constant companion began to stir, that familiar heat rising from his stomach toward his throat. Outside his window, the city moved at its relentless pace. People hurried along sidewalks, cars navigated through traffic, and life continued its eternal dance of urgency and purpose. Marcus watched this movement, but his mind remained trapped in the cycle of irritation that had defined his recent months. Every small mistake by his employees felt like a personal affront. Every client complaint seemed to pierce straight through his professional armor. The intercom buzzed, interrupting his brooding. "Mr. Chen," came Sarah's voice from the front desk, "your 3 o'clock appointment is here." Dr. Elena Rodriguez from the philosophy department. Marcus straightened his tie and tried to push down the frustration. This meeting had been scheduled weeks ago, a favor to his college roommate who thought Marcus might benefit from Dr. Rodriguez's research on workplace stress and ancient wisdom. At the time, it had seemed like an interesting distraction. Now, it felt like another obligation in an already overwhelming day. Dr. Rodriguez entered with a presence that immediately shifted the room's energy. She was a woman in her 50s, with silver-streaked hair and eyes that seemed to hold a depth of understanding that Marcus found both unsettling and intriguing. She moved with deliberate calm, taking in the office's details before settling into the chair across from his desk. "Thank you for making time," she said, her voice carrying a warmth that caught Marcus off guard. "I understand you've been dealing with some challenges lately." Marcus found himself relaxing slightly despite his earlier tension. "That's one way to put it," he replied, gesturing toward the reports on his desk. "It seems like every day brings a new way for people to disappoint me. I'm starting to think I'm the only person who actually cares about doing things properly." Dr. Rodriguez nodded thoughtfully, her gaze never leaving his face. "That sounds exhausting," she said simply. "Tell me, Marcus, when you look at these disappointments, what do you see?" The question seemed almost too simple, but